Hello and welcome back to the 2013 NASCAR iRacing series. I have AI with me out on track. We're in race number 5 at Auto Club Speedway, Fontana, formerly Auto Club Speedway. Anymore, down in turns 1 and 2 is a big warehouse. There's only half the track left. Did a lot of changes to the AI since last video. For whatever reason, the lineup is just terrible. I don't really get it. I don't know why. Um, I mean, like, look no further than the guy to my right here, guy to my left here. Uh, one of the BK racing cars. They shouldn't be up here. Kurt Busch, I was tired of him dominating, so I decided to take him down a peg. Same with Jeff Burton and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I don't know why they're up there. I lowered their skill, all of them. I tried to boost Jimmy Johnson and Matt Kenseth's skill. I also decided to do some more digging into why certain drivers just sucked, like Matt Kenseth and Jimmy Johnson, apart from bad luck or whatever, and Kenseth and Johnson were doing well in Daytona, but since then they've been pretty garbage or mid-pack at best. So I adjusted like everybody's smoothness level. We'll get into it more as we race, but I'm quite baffled by what's going on. I'm hoping that next race it'll be different, and that with time it'll keep getting better.
Green flag, green flag.
I've tried like 5 times today to fix the AI, and it's worked eventually, or at least to get the settings, like the ratings, to re-download again, but nothing's worked. Man, they're way better getting in the corner than I am. Probably just way looser. I wonder if they have a different setup again. Wouldn't doubt it. Get the old Delta on.
Still there, hold your line.
So, yeah, Auto Club, not really one of my favorites. Kind of just like MIS, not really one of my favorite tracks either. If it were up to me, we'd be going to like Iowa instead. And we will eventually, I think, instead of one of the Poconos or one of the other Michigans. Same with like Rockingham. I think I have North Wilkesboro on the schedule too. Those are for later in the year. Man, 3 wide already. I just figured, I don't know why Jamie McMurray doesn't have a paint. It's kind of odd. He didn't even change his paint scheme. This is one of the ones that should still be there.
You're in the middle, 3 wide.
Kind of stupid.
Outside, 2 wide.
You get trading
Still
paints
there,
up.
hold your line.
You download.
Clear up top. 41.348. You're in the top 10.
Wonder if we can control R down the backstretch and see if we can't get Jamie McMurray's paint on. I mean, everybody else has their paint scheme working except Jamie McMurray. So, like, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't. Looks like some of them are starting to re-download.
Outside is clear.
Maybe Jamie's got messed up. Guess I'll have to check that out too.
Inside.
Yeah, what are they doing? I mean, they're just diving into the corner. I don't have that kind of grip. I can't do that.
Stay high. Clear inside.
So yeah, 100 laps. The real race was 200.
Flat for you. Stay high. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 40.58. Car inside.
I don't know where that came from.
Clear inside.
It sounded like a loud hit. It didn't feel like one. It did knock me pretty sideways.
Inside.
Curious as to how much the car will be damaged.
Stay high.
Hopefully not a lot.
Clear inside.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. Finally did some digging onto what the different ratings mean, and found out that smoothness isn't like, smoothness of steering the wheel, and like 0 is bad, 100 is good. It's basically 0 is like oversteery and 100 is understeery. So I think that's why some of the drivers were so good, is I just had their smoothness at what iRacing considered to be an acceptable or I don't know, a good level maybe. So like that's why like Kurt Busch and Stenhouse and Burton were all okay. As I figured, well, Burton's kind of old. He's at the end of his career. Kurt Busch is just aggressive, and same with Stenhouse. He's at the beginning of his career, but still aggressive. And I guess iRacing just likes a certain amount of smoothness. I would figure that like 50 smoothness is like kind of ideal. You're not underdriving the car. You're not overdriving the car. Or like, I don't know, breaking the rear end out, plowing through the corner, whatever. So I would assume 50 is good. Maybe it's not. Maybe I should put everybody at Kurt Busch's, what he used to have is 75. I changed it to be 30 now, and like he's still dominating. And his relative skill is 75. And I can tell you, like, Jeff Gordon's is 91, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, who actually won this race in real life, Matt Kenseth, they all have 100 for skill. So I don't know why they're up here. I might go through and make everybody the same smoothness. I mean, I want to figure out why Kurt Busch is so much better than everybody else. Same with Stenhouse and Burton, like they're doing way better than they should be. Like for a race or two, that's fine, I get it, but we're on race 5 of the season. Kurt Busch has won twice. Stenhouse and Burton are like in the top 5 in points. They really shouldn't be. So I'm pretty annoyed by that.
Car
His
outside.
Ambrose pitting. Must have been in a wreck. Oh, there he is.
Clear up top.
That sucks for him.
41.14.
I saw Jeff Gordon sneaking up here a couple laps ago. Looked like he was
Car
gonna get up to the front, but I don't see him anymore. And like Jimmy Johnson and Matt Kenseth started way down in the order. Just realized now I didn't show you guys the starting lineup, but believe me, they're pretty far down there. The AI for this race, I qualified like 10th.
Inside.
The first time I did this, and then after I changed their smoothness, I bumped it up. They were at 115, I changed it to 117% strength. The highest is 125, so they're at 117 right now. I might keep increasing it, just so we have more mid-pack battles. I'm okay with fighting for top 5s, but you know what, we don't necessarily need to be doing it. And plus I figured I'm going to burn off the right front at some point and go to the back. So I'm hoping we'll, fight for a top 20 at least. Who's leading now? Good to Jeff. Kurt again.
41.223.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start laying down the law here with the AI because I don't like how Kurt's dominating. Curious as to what I can do to test it, like make everybody the same, see if Kurt still dominates. Maybe it's this AI slot in the roster. What if I flip him or move him down or do something? Because I just don't get it. I'm about to take a drastic measure, give him like 0 skill, 100% smoothness, so he's like really slow and turning the heck out of the wheel. This is ridiculous.
41.45.
Hopefully we can get it figured out by mid-season, especially for the chase. I'd like it to be a real genuine chase between all the actual heavy hitters instead of just the fake heavy hitters from my little season. Kind of ruins the appeal. Another interesting tidbit. This was the race where Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin were fighting for the win in the closing laps. Kyle Busch kind of came around the outside, snookered him. And this is also the race where, due to that battle between Logano and Hamlin spun down to the infield, smacked the wall, and hurt his back. So I think Mark Martin
inside.
Don't quote me on the Mark Martin thing, but Denny definitely sat out. I think a race or two. I think Bristol. Well, no, because we were just at Bristol. I don't know. I think he sat out the next race or two. But Denny Hamlin definitely got injured. Greg Griffith's down a lane, but we'll take it.
Keep high, clear inside.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. No idea how to drive the track. Don't like the track.
Outside.
That's why we're only going to go to Michigan once.
There was a car on the high side. Still there. 41.56.
Jeff and Kurt are getting back into it.
The leader is running. 41.01. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top.
See if we can get back to the throttle earlier than Greg and complete this
Still
pass.
there.
He's probably going to get the draft off Newman down the back. Yeah, look at him.
Stay low.
What a guy.
Stay low. Clear up top.
I think Burton's still in second up there. Kind of hard to see.
41.687.
Greg's going to try and pass Newman. Marcus Ambrose looks like he's spinning again. Interesting. I don't know why. Now, Juan Pablo Montoya's coming up to pass us too.
Inside.
Yeah, he's already there. Not much I can do.
Keep high. Still there, inside. Clear.
Shipped into the corner. Maybe I have more grip than I realized, but I don't think so. Not at the apex like that. That's kind of ridiculous.
41.729. Inside. Still there. Clear inside. Inside.
Whoa.
Still inside.
Kozlowski coming right up to our bumper.
Still
See
there.
if we can clear
Inside.
Juan Pablo Montoya. Give Greg a
Outside.
push.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Car outside.
Interesting.
Keep low. You're on the bottom. 3 wide.
Got both. Probably not.
Still there. Car
Might be able to
outside.
get
2
Greg. Oh, we
wide.
got Greg. Newman's
Keep
still
low.
on outside.
Outside is clear.
Barely got up in time to block Brad.
41.778.
When trying to block Brad, just trying to get the
Doing
behind
great.
the
Really good
draft
job.
behind Newman.
Outside.
Yeah, there's way better than us
Keep
in
low.
the center.
Clear outside if you want it.
They can just rotate really well. We can't do that. I wonder if there's a way for me to get like a setup from somewhere for this car, like for free. It's like, it doesn't have to be the best ever. It's just got to be better than the AI, like not super tight. Slavsky and Newman are door
Clear
banging.
up top. Outside.
We can't take advantage of that.
Stay low. 41.62. Still there. Hold your line. You're in 4th position. Car 31 is up the front. Stay low.
Burton taking back the lead.
Clear. Car outside. Clear.
Setting these corners is the bane of our existence. I can tell you I'm burning off my right front. I mean, it's going to be melted. Still got 24 laps to go in a tank of fuel, so definitely going to be a two-stopper. See if we'll see what cautions do to kind of change the outcome here. If we go green, it's a two-stopper for sure. Probably stop at 33 and 66 just to make it be even.
41.706.
I'm doing these just as like regular races, you know, like I understand, you know, like for us, the last time it happened, I think it was Quapple or something,
Still
finished
there.
like really nice top 5 at Bristol.
Still inside.
You know, the game, the simulator, it shouldn't know that. I don't have a
Stay high.
season.
There's a car on the low side. Clear.
Quick study there, getting around Newman as the car just pulls the left down straightaway. I don't have seasons. These are all just individual races. So like,
Stay high.
you know,
There's
the
a car on the low
continuity
side.
only
Clear
exists in our minds and my Google
leader just did up.
Sheets that keeps track of the points.
41.228.
Kozlowski pulled away from us pretty good.
41.
He might have something for those guys.
Car 78 is now
See,
leading.
Kerbush is leading again.
Inside.
Yeah, we're
Still
definitely going
inside.
back. They're so much better in the center
You're
of the
losing
corner.
on the car in front. The gap is 1 point.
We're already 7 seconds
Clear
behind,
inside.
and we're in 5th. Yeah, what a joke, man. I'd much rather be battling with cars
42.048.
and not have a joke of a first, second, third place. Like Kozlowski was good in 2013. Don't get me wrong. You know, defending series champ. You know, Penske was good in 2013, but you know, Stenhouse should be third. Kurt Busch and Jeff Burton should not be first and second. And I don't even see the rest of the guys who should be doing good in the top 10. Like, I don't think Newman had a great year. I know he won the Brickyard 400, but I think that was on strategy, just because you can't pass Newman.
Still inside. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 2.5 seconds.
I'm probably just sitting
Stay
here,
high.
taking up space, blocking the field. Jeez.
Still there, hold your line. You're
I
up
like how
top,
they do
3
that.
wide.
They should
Right
be on
side,
avoid
2
players,
wide.
and yet they'll like
Keep high.
door me or do dumb
Clear
stuff.
inside.
Man, I'm tight. Oh yeah,
Keep high.
even in the wall. Jeez, this is awful.
Clear.
Here comes Almirola.
Inside. Keep high. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Inside, 2 wide. Keep high.
Yeah, we're going to the back.
Clear.
This thing is just so tight.
41.903.
Like, I'm on the brake, right, to get the car to stop,
Still there.
and you
You're
can
up
tell they're
top,
not
3
on the
wide.
brake because,
Still there.
you know,
Still
they're
there.
catching up to me.
Right side, 2 wide.
And then they get the car
Still
rotated,
hold.
and
Inside, 2
you know,
wide.
I'm better
Clear.
off the corner. I don't know if that's because I'm committing sooner, or you know, like I've reduced their skill,
Car outside.
so maybe they don't know when to get back on the throttle or what.
Keep low.
My car might just be better than theirs. I'm not sure.
Clear. Outside. 41.547. Stay low.
Side draft
Clear
there
outside if you want it.
really pulls the car. I thought we were getting right hooked there for a second.
Car inside. Clear.
Yeah, see, why is Travis Kvapil up here? I mean, I understand, you know, track position is worth a lot, but he shouldn't be up here.
Outside. Outside is clear.
He shouldn't have qualified up here. He should still be up here. He should be in the back. And I did check to make sure that all my changes like got saved and were uploaded back to my computer. That's why it took me so many tries to get going. Like I said, like 5 tries, like rebooting my computer, deleting my AI roster, you know, saving my Trading Pains collection again, closing and restarting iRacing. I mean, I did everything like 5 times. And,
Clear inside.
you know,
Inside.
just to make sure like it saved it off. And
Still
yet,
inside.
and I checked, and yet here we are.
The leader is
Same
running.
deal.
41.067.
It's terrible.
Still there. Inside. Still hold. Inside. 2 wide.
It's a soft
41.89.
run.
Still
This
there at
is
bottom. You're up
ridiculous.
top 3 wide. Inside. 2 wide. You're up top 3 wide. Still there. Right side. 2 wide. Stay high. Stay high. Still inside. Still there, hold your line.
Where's Jeff Gordon? Figured he'd have been way up here by now.
Clear. 41.901. Car outside. Keep low. You're in the middle, 3 wide. You're up top, 3 wide. Still there. Right side, 2 wide. Stay high. Clear inside.
I did also,
Inside.
not that we'll be able to see probably ever because
Still
they
there, hold your
probably
line.
won't
You're
ever
up
be
top,
up
3
here,
wide.
but I
Keep
updated Kyle Busch's paint and Matt Kenseth's paints
Still there, hold your line.
Kyle
Clear
Busch
inside.
had the
41.935.
white, mostly white anyways, Interstate Batteries cars. And then I gave Matt Kenseth the Husky Tools car, just because he kind of went between the two of them.
Inside.
Dollar General for
You're up
most of
top,
the
3
season, but
wide.
the Husky Tools car
Inside,
for a
2
couple
wide.
races.
You're up top, 3 wide.
I think more than 10 probably.
Hold your line. Right side, 2 wide.
Probably so.
Stay high.
I felt okay making that switch.
Clear inside.
I'm not sure how long they'll have those paints. Definitely it's not something I'll change every race, but every once in a while I'll probably turn them on. I will try to have certain ones for certain races. I know Kyle Busch had the Doublemint car
Still inside.
in the Southern 500. I think
42.
it was the earlier Darlington race. If they had two, it was the earlier one. It might have only had one, in which case that would be the Southern 500.
You're up top, 3 wide. Right side, 2 wide. Clear inside.
I don't mind fighting in the 20s, but I wish I had a car that was competent
Still
instead
there,
of just
inside.
way too tight in the center. This is
Still
ridiculous.
inside.
It's like Denny
Clear.
Hamlin's going to pit. I wouldn't be
Car
too
inside.
upset with pitting now,
Still inside.
just because, you know,
Clear.
you're going to undercut guys.
Car inside.
So he said he was going to
Still
pit. He
there.
didn't pit. He's still up there.
Clear inside.
Interesting.
42.0.
Maybe he's giving everybody just a big heads up an entire lap.
Inside.
Oh, hey, Alan Briggs.
Still there at the bottom. Clear inside. Car inside.
What a pile of junk this
Clear
car is.
inside.
Ah, it's going pretty good. How about yourself? This really tight car at Auto Club. Okay, so there goes Hamlin. Jamie McMurray still doesn't have a paint.
42.
Oh, excellent.
Two,
Glad to hear you're doing all right. There comes Rudiman out of the pits. Well, with all these guys pitting, I think I'm going to pit here too. Maybe do 30, 30, and 40. I understand, you know, the sooner I pit, the sooner my tires are going to be warm by the end. But
41.382.
we're going to try it. Uh-oh. Oof. That's bad news, Bears. Tell you what we're going to do, though. We're going to clear that.
Pit box in 10,
Probably should have practiced that before. Not going to lie.
5,
Not going to lie. But, you know, we're
3,
playing this to have fun,
2,
not to be challenged.
1. Right here.
I mean, yes, I'm playing this to get better. In real life, would I practice that pit entry? You better believe it. Oh, well. Kurt Busch is still... where are you from? Michigan.
Okay, go.
What about you? Probably should have put it in first, too.
Outside.
So Rudiman's
Outside,
passing
clear.
us. That's how effective the undercut is. I mean, he's gone. We'll definitely be able to run him back down. Oh, Texas.
Outside.
Cool.
Clear high.
The Lone
Car
Star
outside.
State.
Keep low. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. 2 wide. Clear high. Car outside. Clear.
It's like Casey Mears is pitting. Oh, thanks. I'm trying, but I'm messing up. I'm preoccupied. The car is way too tight. Some of this stuff is pretty excusable. The speeding up pit road, that's pretty laughable, and then not shifting down to first in the box, that's pretty dumb. Really should have shifted down into second, getting on a pit road regardless, but bigger jobs.
Outside.
Trying to take advantage of these fresh tires.
Keep low.
And gaming? I don't know, probably since I was a little kid.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
Been on iRacing.
You're losing on the car in front. The
6
gap is
years?
2.1 seconds. Clear.
Yeah, probably 6 years.
Car outside.
What about you? You a big gamer
Keep
yourself?
low. 40.981. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Keep low.
It's like that Schrader.
Clear.
Yeah, Kenny Schrader. Somebody else is way up there. Yeah. What kind of games do you like? Can't see mirrors. See, we kind of got onto and off the pit road bad. I mean, I couldn't have gotten onto pit road any faster. Let's be real. I literally sped.
Car inside. Clear inside.
Could have left the box better and gotten out onto the track better, but Casey Mears, he pit after us.
983.
Yeah, he's coming out ahead of us. I don't get that. Stuart, Violet Biney's going to have overcut us and got the spot. Kind of weird. Maybe I need to also look into what the pit crew skill means. Oh, FPS shooter games, cool. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty recently. The new Call of Duty is pretty good. I've been digging it.
.827. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Inside, stay low. There is a car on the
left
high
tap there,
side.
getting in the corner.
Clear outside.
See, all these guys are going to come out barely behind us.
Inside,
And I undercut by like 3 laps.
clear. The leader just did a 41.
Well, anyways, you can see Matt Kenseth and Kyle Busch's paint schemes for today. Maybe for the next week or two, or race or two. Right?
Outside. Stay low. Stay low. 41.
Anything else besides gaming?
You're on the bottom. 3 wide.
Modeling.
Car outside.
Plastic
2
modeling.
wide.
That's about it.
Outside is clear. Inside, clear.
Man, it's getting pretty hectic. Guys on
Outside.
new tires, guys on old
The
tires.
leader's fitting now.
Comers and
Stay
goers,
low. There is a car
as
on
you
the
say,
high
in the
side.
business. Looks
Clear
like Kurt
high.
Busch is pitting. Still got a lot of guys who haven't pit yet. Jimmy's still out. Looks like Clint Boyer's still out here. David
Outside.
Reagan.
Car 31
Lots
is
of
now
guys
leading.
haven't pit.
Still there.
Okay, Jeff
Outside,
Burton's still
clear.
out
You're on the bottom.
on the
3 wide.
racetrack.
Still there.
Pretty sketchy.
41.0.
Take advantage of it, though.
Car outside, 2 wide.
In this case, we get a caution.
Keep low.
And they're
Stay
like,
low.
well, yeah, they're just so much better getting through the corner. Yeah, what do you do? Any other hobbies?
Still there.
Yeah, pretty new to streaming.
Keep low.
Pretty new. Only done like
You're on the bottom. 3
what,
wide.
5 streams? Except for the race, so yeah,
Outside,
5
2 wide.
streams.
Still
Recently,
there. Hold
I
your
did it
line.
as a kid,
Clear outside.
maybe once or twice in
Car
college.
outside. You're on the bottom. 3
Nothing
wide.
serious.
Still hold. 41.192. Still hold. Clear all around.
Trying to slide job Logano. Take advantage of our new tires because they're already going to crap and they're only going to get worse. No June bugs out here with us. Tons of guys.
The
I think they
lead
can
is
make it to
pitting
lap
now.
40. Yeah, there goes Jeff Burton hitting too.
Car outside.
Yeah, we're able to get on the
Clear
power
up
way
top.
earlier than them, at least at 4. Huh? Oh, no. Not trying to stream full time. No. I got a desk job. I don't need that.
41.209.
I enjoy regular work. This is just a hobby. I'm sure you can see the low production quality of my 720p webcam and the fact my taskbar is showing. And my lighting, I just have a window. There's no lamp or
Keep
light
high.
or nothing.
Clear inside.
As my friend Kenny would say, I'm privateering this shit.
Car inside.
Not that all the other streamers aren't too, but
Still there at the bottom. Still there at the bottom. Clear.
oh, just the two.
41.972.
Just the two.
Car 16 is now leading.
Mostly just racing stuff.
Car
I
inside.
like to watch. I like to do it. Not in
Still
real life,
there,
obviously.
inside.
Not poor.
Clear.
That's why I have iRacing. Do you have any other hobbies? Somewhere it's pitting. Ah, plenty of room, plenty of room. And so Jeff Gordon, Carl Edwards staying
The car in
out.
front is pitting.
It's like Johnson and Allgaier are going to come out of the
41.52.
pits, handily undercut them, and we should. They're probably going to pass us back eventually. Man, this car's a dump truck. See, and here's Almirola. Why? How can he run long and be so much better? This is what I don't understand. What do you like? Artist.
The
That's
lead
pretty
is
cool.
pitting now.
Oh, no, I'm busy driving. Otherwise, I'd love to. Got like an Etsy page or something?
41.623. The leader is coming up on you. They're not A5. The leader is running. 41.445. You're in the top 20.
Yeah, Casey. What the heck? Guess he hasn't pit yet.
Car inside.
Good for him.
Clear inside.
It's been a pretty terrible race.
The lead is
Oh,
pitting now.
Discord? You can't just send links otherwise?
41.355.
Everybody always needs a Discord. I even like Discord. I try not to use it. Somehow we're pulling away from Logano and Boyer. I'm sure it's short-lived.
41.369. The next car's the leader.
Oh, Insta? Yeah, yeah, drop your handle. Yeah, yeah, I'll check it out later, yeah. I don't know my handle off the top of my head, and I'm driving, so I can't look. But yeah, drop your Instagram. I'll give you a follow. Yeah, it's not even need.
41.333.
It's been a long time since I've used my Instagram. I don't think I need an account though to look at a page if you just drop your handle or whatever. You might, I don't know. All right, I'll give that a look after the race. Junior's catching us. We're pulling away from Kenseth. Again, Kenseth should not be 20th. He should be top 5 at least.
You're losing on the car in front.
Send you a
The
message.
gap
All
is
right.
1.1 seconds. 41.476.
All right, sounds good.
Forty-one point six four seven.
Man, his solo experience would suck a lot less if the car wasn't undrivably tight. See who's leading. Oh, still Kurt Busch and Jeff Burton. good for them. Of course, they have such a big lead, they didn't really need to worry about
You're
undercutting
losing
or
on the
being
car in
undercut.
front. The gap is 1.8
What a disgrace.
seconds.
What a disgrace. Got nothing against Kurt Busch, but he's doing too damn good. He's got voted into the Hall of Fame. Good for him. He, I think Ray Hendrick, I forget who else got voted in. Oh, Harry Gant. Harry Gant got voted into the Hall of Fame. Maybe not Ray Hendrick. Someone else. Someone else got like the landmark award. Harry Gant definitely should have been in. Kurt Busch, obvious first ballot Hall of Famer. Obvious. Greg Biffle was up there.
Leader is running.
I don't know if Greg deserved to be in it first time. First go around. A huge honor just to be named to it at all. Right. But he was a good driver for like 5 years, and then after that he kind of fell into obscurity, and I think a lot of that was just due to the fact he was still racing for Roush. I mean, you ask all the guys who raced at Roush during that time, they had a car quite like ours today, just could not get it to turn in the center, and they hated it. So they, for Kenseth and Edwards, they went elsewhere, and allegedly Greg Biffle had the chance to go to Gibbs both times when Kenseth and Edwards went and chose not to go. Obviously, I think Kenseth was better than Biffle, but Edwards, I'm not sure. I'd be curious to see. Biffle was good for a while. He was really good. So I don't know. It's hard to say. Because sometimes it's the crew chief. Like Jimmy Johnson is hella talented. But I think Chad Knaus was an excellent crew chief too. And sometimes it's not even just the crew chief. It's the car chief, the engineers on the team. Who's good at finding the loopholes in the rule book. Like, does Brad Keselowski have the talent to be a Cup champion? Well, one could easily argue he does, because he is one. But at the same time, I think it's well known that Keselowski, and his team, and Paul Wolfe and those guys found a way to yaw out the car to get it to rotate through the center. They found one rule, and they took advantage of that. At least that's what Dale Jr. a couple other guys on that podcast have said. It's just they found a rule that really suited them in the rule book and was able to make them be fast for the 2012 season. And you coincide a little bit in 2011. Keselowski really came on strong at the end of the season. So it all depends. For sure, like, I'll believe somebody, like if Jeff Gordon says Jimmy Johnson's is the best guy he's ever driven against, because they're in the same equipment and Jimmy was outperforming him by a lot. Sure, I guess, but I still don't know. Like, racing is a team sport, but it's also one where, like, your teammates are your biggest competitors, so you don't really want to share all your secrets with them. Excuse me, and I don't know if the 48 team shared all their secrets with the 24. Just the same as I don't think the 24 team shared all the secrets with the 48 team, or the 5 and the 25 or the 88, any of that stuff. Nowadays, I think it's more open, transparent. But back then, I'm not really sure it was. I mean, because you look at like Stewart-Haas Racing, like Kevin Harvick was the class of the field for multiple years, and his closest competitor was Kurt Busch, and really only for like 2 of those years was he a direct competitor. Like, I think I look back at, like, I think it was 2018 or 19. In Phoenix, again, Kevin Harvick had a much better season, but Kurt Busch was literally in position to go to the Final Four until there was a wreck in the last few laps at Phoenix. That knocked Kurt Busch and several other guys out of contention.
The leader just did a 41.3.
And Kevin Harvick went to the Final Four like every year for the first couple years. Like the first, I don't know, 5, I think. 'Cause 2019 was, I think he was the only non-Gibbs guy. It might have been Logano, but for sure, probably every year until 2020. Obviously, when he got, you know, he couldn't advance because you know, Logano air blocked him, so he couldn't win at, I think, Las Vegas or Kansas or whatever. And then at Texas, NASCAR doesn't call the caution, even though it's clearly raining out. And then Harvick wrecks himself at Texas, and then at Martinsville, he was just slow. What are you gonna do? All right, we got Johnson and Kyle Busch on our tail now. Pack that was in front of us of Almirola, Biffle, and Gordon are pulling away. Car is really tight now. Just plowing.
Car inside. Keep high.
So we're basically just going to fall through the field until I think I'm going to pit at like lap 61 or 62. I would consider pitting right at 60, but I'm afraid my tires will just be too gone towards the end.
Inside.
I don't necessarily want to do that to myself.
Clear inside, outside. Still there.
Basically have to fight for everything I got here with these guys.
Still there, hold your line. Outside, clear. 41.781.
Yeah, they just take off there.
Car inside.
Through the center. They're
You're up
so
top,
much
3
better.
wide. You're in the middle, 3 wide.
Oh, great.
Hold your line.
Tony just barely got there, really screwed us
Still
over.
there. You're up top, 3 wide. Clear all around. Inside.
He's going to keep screwing us over by blocking us. What a jerk.
Stay high, there's a car on the low side. Still there at the bottom. 41.853. Clear inside. Car inside. Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
Didn't really mean to hit Tony there. I just wanted to not give up so much time because, I mean, they brake really hard and then they just right into the center of the corner and then they go through it very well.
Clear.
Just kind of trying to take advantage of that. You know, my engine
Inside.
speed.
Clear inside.
Justin Allgaier should not be up here. He should be like 30th or worse. Just based on how his season went, that's how I did the ratings. That's all I'm saying.
Car inside. 41.756. Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
Man,
Clear.
chip.
Car inside. Keep high.
Whoa, little gator.
Clear inside.
Good for him. Having the run of his life. And again, Matt Kenseth fighting for 20th. Should not be happening.
Car inside. Clear. Outside. Clear up top.
Yeah, you'd think that banking could catch us, and surely we didn't get on the gas too early, but I still had to lift.
41.655. The leader is running. 41.173.
Casey are getting into it. Help me out, my
Inside.
teammate.
Stay high. Still there. Clear inside.
Man, they're so good in the center. I wish I had a car that would turn in the center
Car
of the corner.
inside.
Maybe next race.
Still inside.
I don't know where we're going yet.
Clear inside. 41.823. Car outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
I think I'm going to stay out one more lap and then I'm going to pit.
Inside. Still there at the bottom.
Harvick almost passed me in a single corner.
Still there, hold your line. Clear. Inside. Stay high, there's a car on the low side. 41.633. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside.
Yeah, we're gonna pit this time. This time let's try to make it without speeding.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Yep, easy money.
Pit box in 10.
Should be our last stop. Kind of surprised
5,
you've been green so far.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
Grab first. Not bad, not bad. It'll be a quick race. Might have time to do another. Don't know where we're going.
All clear. Punch it.
Maybe Martinsville? We'll see. I might do Martinsville if it's tonight. We'll see. It'll be a different stream. Just because I like to, put these on YouTube, and I don't want to have to like cut up one of these and then put that on YouTube. I'm not really sure how that would work. Yeah, man, Kurt Busch is about to lap us, and he's 2.8 seconds behind. He's still the leader. This will be his third win of the season if he wins today. So we gotta try to take advantage of our new tires. Luckily there's some cars up there, so we'll get a draft, but mostly I wish they weren't so packed together. It'd be nice to get a draft down the straightaway and then clean air in the corners. I'm gonna try to take better care of my tires, but it doesn't really matter too much because the car just builds way too tight. Like you can only take care of your tires so much when the car is this tight, and everybody else's car is so, if not loose, just neutral. Maybe that's the other thing I should do. I should just crank all the AI up to like 100 on the smoothness so that they drive the car just as tight as I am. Because this is atrocious. And I'm on new tires and Kurt Busch is still like staying even with me. What?
41.262. The leader just did a 41.3.
Yeah, no wonder. He didn't even have any help. He's just out there by himself. Maybe the AI just don't have any tire fall off. I don't know. Perhaps I'll need to look into that too. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. I'm sure I could fix this issue, a few different ways. Like qualifying, I qualify where I'd like to be, but then they're just way faster on the long run because their cars aren't dump trucks in the corner.
Car outside. Keep low. Outside is clear. Outside. Still there. Clear up top. Outside. Clear high. Outside. Keep low. Clear outside. .004. Outside.
What are we doing up here?
Still there, hold your line. Still there.
Dale Jr.'s pitting. Okay. So why is he so far down the track? But that makes sense. That is kind of cool they do that.
Clear
Real life
high.
drivers will go down the track. We do the same thing in iRacing.
Clear. Car outside. Keep low.
he's the first of the AI
40,
that I know of
9, 3,
to pit.
6.
Looks like somebody
Stay
else.
low.
Oh, no, that's just the pace car.
Keep low. Keep low. Clear up top.
Well, let's try find Junior when he comes off pit road. He should be doing it this time when we go by, so that'll be a good gauge as to what's going on. But, you know, like I said 2 laps ago, it's like these guys either don't have any tire fall off or they're just not getting very tight, because we'll be out here on new tires. And, you know, I'm going faster than I was on my old tires, but somehow the AI are still really fast.
40,
So there's Junior.
9, 7, 5. Car inside.
Undercut of a
Still there,
decent
hold your
amount,
line.
but not as much
Still
as we
there
should
at the
have.
bottom. Clear inside. Car inside.
And I don't even know where he was running before we pit.
Clear.
A good judge would be like Kyle Busch, Casey Kane, like these were guys we were running with
Inside.
before we pit.
Still inside. Clear.
So this will be a good kind of indication of
The
how
car in
much
front is
faster we
pitting.
are,
You're on the bottom. 3 wide.
or what's going
Still
on at
there.
least.
Outside. 2 wide. Clear high.
It's pitting now. Don't see anybody.
40.816. That was your fastest lap of the session.
I
Car
see new
inside.
tires, and they're still, I mean, they're on
Still there at the bottom.
30-some lap
Clear.
old tires, and they can cut through the corner better than I can. That's atrocious.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 5.4 seconds. Outside.
Casey, mirrors, you fucking hack.
Go low. Clear
Go to the
high.
wall.
41.041. The leader is running. 41.125. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 8.2 seconds. The car in front is pitting.
It's like one of the BK Racing cars up there is on pit road.
41.047.
And hitting the chip down the front stretch again. Whoa, what's all this, guys?
Outside.
Have some class.
Still there, hold your line. Go low. Clear outside. Outside.
You sure about that? Alright, that's what I
Stay
thought.
low. Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
What a joke, man.
41.373. Clear outside.
Yeah, sorry,
Car
Casey.
inside.
Had to stop the bleeding there.
Still there at the bottom. Still there inside. Clear inside.
Alright, let's see if we can get Logano.
Outside. Keep low.
Stewart's pitting.
Keep low. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 5.8
It's going to
seconds.
get through the
Clear.
center of the corner so much better.
Outside.
Get rotated.
Outside is
Alright,
clear.
we'll pass him. Swing
Car
shot with
outside.
Kevin.
41.249. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Still hold. Clear.
Slide job, Johnson. Yep.
Car inside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear inside.
Not bad. Now we'll be out here on old tires compared to the people that are pitting right now, and we won't have any drafting help. Right, so more guys are starting to pit. Blaney, Schrader.
41.3.
Somehow there's a lot of guys that are still a whole lap ahead of us.
The
I'd say I didn't want to be
Just set the fastest
finishing
lap.
so well, but this is not what I had in mind. We might be struggling for a top 30.
Inside. Still there. The car in front is pitting. Clear.
And to be fair, I could have known the car was going to be this tight, made some other adjustments, done something. I don't really. I do like a couple practice laps and then I just get in the car and go. It is what it is.
Car outside.
I'm going to have to do something else to
Stay
this
low.
damn AI because I don't want Kurt Busch to just keep winning every damn race.
Keep low.
I don't know what to do.
Clear.
Maybe I'll just give him Dave Blaney's stats, and when he still doesn't drive like Dave Blaney, I'm going to EOL him, penalize him a whole lap, probably still finish
The
second.
leader's pitting now. Go low. Clear high. The car in front is pitting.
Alright, so it looks like Kurt Busch is pitting.
Car 31 is now leading. The car behind
Jeff
is
Burton's
pitting.
leading
Car
again.
inside 41.469.
Okay, so these
Still
are the
there
guys I was
inside.
saying we should
You're
come
up
out
top,
near,
three
like
wide.
Kyle Busch. We're
Right
kind of
side,
fighting with
two
him.
wide. Clear.
See, for me undercutting by
Inside.
like, I don't know, 15 laps, he's going to be
Clear.
2
Car
seconds
inside.
behind us.
Clear inside.
What the heck?
Car outside. Still there.
I mean, if I really wanted to make it fair, I should wait until they're all done
Go low.
pitting.
The leader
And then
is
once it
running
equalizes, throw the caution.
41.26. Keep low.
And then everybody gets new tires. And then it's a straight up
Clear
race to the
outside.
end.
Car
I'm not going
outside.
to do that, but it'd be a lot cooler if
Stay
I
low.
did.
There is a car on the high side.
Yeah.
Outside is clear. Clear
Their
inside.
tires should be
Too
twice
wide.
as old as
Keep
mine.
low.
They should not be able to pass me on the outside going into these corners.
Still there. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.2
I mean, this
seconds.
is looking
Clear
like it's going to be
outside
a
if you
battle
want
for
to.
30th place at the
Car
end.
outside.
'Cause, I mean, these
Still there.
guys
The
are like
leader's pitting now.
putting in my same lap times
Stay low.
on really old tires.
Stay low. 41.582. Car 24 has taken the lead.
Ooh, Jeff
Still
Gordon.
there, hold your line.
So you're playing a long
Outside
game.
is clear. Car outside.
I would say it's
Stay low.
ill-advised, but you know, when your tires don't fall off. Woo, NASCAR,
there.
that's right.
Still there, hold your line. Car inside. You're in the middle, 3 wide. The lead
That's
is
probably
pitting
pitting,
now.
that's why he's
Clear
so slow.
inside, 2 wide. Still
Yep,
there, hold
there
your
he
line.
goes.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. 41.51.
Jeff's in.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
Bush getting,
Clear.
oh, sorry, David Reagan getting in the wall. He's the leader now. Good for David Reagan to be leading. He actually won the Talladega race in the fall of 2013. A real David versus Goliath story. He and David Gilliland were bump drafting at the end of that race. That was a cool win. I wasn't too upset with that win. Love a good underdog story.
41.324.
Alright, just inside 20 laps to go. We're probably going to be a lap down at the end just because of how close Casey Kane was to lapping us before he pit. Even I think Kurt Busch wasn't too far behind. Yeah, I mean, he's in second. I can tell you he's already pit. So he's definitely going to run us down and put us down a lap before the end of the race.
41.197.
Pretty astonishing how fast he is. against pitting.
Car outside.
Oh, too bad, dude.
Stay low.
I'm already down here. Oh,
Clear
now he's got to
outside
stay
if you
out.
wanted.
Oh, well.
41.418.
Yeah, if Kurt Busch wins this race, we're only going to have 3 different winners this season. Kurt Busch will have won 3 races. Matt Kenseth won at Daytona, and then I played the strategy card and won at Bristol. Kurt's
The
definitely
lead
make a
is
strong
sitting
bid
now.
for the championship.
41.362. The leader just did a 41.162. The leader is coming up on you. They're not a fight.
I think we're going to come right out in
Car
front
inside.
of Kevin Harvick
Clear
and
inside.
Casey Kane. We were battling them before we pit. So, again, just really interesting that they seem to have a lot of... We have a lot of fall off and they don't.
.544.
I think regardless, even if I do have time to run another race tonight, I might not because I want to go in and change the whole roster or maybe just fix
Inside.
everybody's smoothness. Nerf Kurt Busch
Still
again
there at the bottom.
by Ricky and Jeff Burton as well.
Stay high. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.1 seconds. Keep high.
This is fixing to be our worst
Clear
finish of the
inside.
season. I think we were 19th or 20th in Las Vegas. We still got 15 laps to go and our tires are gone. Green flag race today. That'll be our first one as well. All the other races have had at least one caution.
41.675.
Bristol had a ton. Daytona had one. Las Vegas, I think, only had one, as did Phoenix. Yep, here comes Kurt to lap us.
.698. Outside. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Inside, 2 wide. Stay high
you can
with the
see
car on the
Tony.
low
I mean,
side.
Tony's on like brand new tires
Still there,
compared to us,
inside.
and the AI are just so much better
Clear.
getting into the center of the corner. Oof. A little
Car
smooch on
inside.
the wall.
Stay high. Clear. Car inside.
Kurt, what are you doing? Big lead to see
Still
have
there, inside.
14 seconds.
Clear inside.
Disgusting.
41.975.
IDOL him right now, but that also seems disgusting.
Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Still inside. Keep high.
We're racing with Bobby Labonte right now. We're having a terrible race.
Still there.
See if we can side draft him.
Still there. Hold your line. You're
Take the
losing on
wind,
car in
the
front.
air
The gap
off
is
his
1.2
rear end there.
seconds. Clear. 41.802. Inside. Keep high. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Clear inside.
There goes Bowlby. That's more bad news than Kurt lapping guys, because even if Kurt didn't get through them, we still would lose the lucky dog if the caution were to come out.
42.118.
It's been a pretty green race. All the AI are doing a pretty decent job at staying separated.
Outside.
And Kurt just did a
Outside, clear.
40 point. I don't know what that was. We're doing 42s. He's in another spot. Now Casey Kane's going to pass us in a lap. Good times. Good times.
.767. Inside.
Yep, well,
Clear
there he goes.
inside.
Not even a challenge. Casey Kane does have pretty new tires, to be fair, but insanely tight in the center of the corner.
Inside. Still there, inside. Clear.
I don't know why they do that wiggle.
.659.
Pass him back.
Car outside.
Not even close.
Keep
There he
low.
goes.
Clear.
See you later, dude.
Outside. Stay low. Outside is clear.
Got like 6 laps to go this time by, thank goodness. Race can't end soon enough. Looks like we were barely straight more than an hour.
41.661.
Not a bad length for a half-distance race. Yeah, Casey's still really loose. I did give him a pretty loose race car, but to be fair, Kurt Busch should be even looser than that. And that boy's on rails.
Inside. Still
That's
there.
Casey Kane back.
Clear inside.
See if we can draft him from Bonnie. Bonnie. Kane's going to pass us here in the middle of the corner. You just wait.
Car inside.
See, there he goes.
Clear inside.
Notice the other Busch
Car
brother,
outside.
Kyle Busch. I gave him 100% skill
Stay low.
today. Side draft.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
He's only 49th.
Still there. Clear up top.
What does it all mean?
.745. Car inside. Still there. Still inside. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.1 seconds. Clear.
Yeah. Bigger
Car
jobs. Oh,
outside.
there goes Casey.
Inside. Still inside.
Ooh, using all
Still
the track possible.
Clear. 42.067. The lead
5
is
laps to go. No, 4 laps. We're a lap down.
41.424. Inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Still there.
Whoa.
Clear inside.
I don't know what that was.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Oh, good.
Car outside.
See if we can yaw it
Go
out
low.
on the apron.
Clear
Oh,
high.
missed it. Oh well, we'll slide Clint. And then block him. Push me. Nah, he don't feel like it.
41.827.
He's just vibing. Classic Clint Boyer. A menace in the booth, and a menace on the
Car
track.
inside. You're up top, 3 wide.
Man.
Right side, 2 wide. Keep high.
Cane's in a hurry.
Clear inside. Car inside.
5, the 15, and the 25
Keep
go
high.
3 wide in the turn. Turn 2.
Clear. Car inside. Still there, inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear inside. You've got 2 laps to go.
Thank goodness, race can't be over soon enough.
41.96.
Here comes Trevor Bain. He's probably going to pass us too.
Car inside. Still there, inside.
Yep.
Clear inside.
Oh,
Car
maybe
inside.
not.
Clear inside.
Not yet, at least. White flag
White
this
flag.
time.
1 more lap to go. 41.
Bush is 11 seconds, so Stenhouse is actually running down. It's kind of shocking.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel. Inside. Still inside.
Really
Still
got to
there,
pinch
hold
Trevor
your line.
Bain here.
Stay high. There's a car on the low
Maybe?
side.
Yeah, we'll
Clear
clear him just
inside.
barely. Checkered flag. We're done. Thank goodness. What a terrible race. What an awful
Alright,
car.
there's checkered flag. Better schedule some testing. We'll get them next time.
Genuinely garbage. Terrible. So Kurt Busch is your winner. Surprise, surprise. Stenhouse, Burt, on Pablo Montoya. Good run for him. Paul Menard 5th. What a joke. We stop on pit road. We'll look at the rest of the running order. So it looks like Keselowski was 6th, Almirola 7th, McMurray 9th, or sorry, 8th, Biffle 9th, Kloppel 10th. Good run for Travis Kloppel. Again, you know, these guys that are up here really shouldn't be up here. I'd be curious to see what iRacing is doing to get this. Hamlin, Newman, Gordon, Edwards, Martin, top 15, Reagan 16th, Johnson, Allgaier, Logano, Harvick, top 20. Stewart 21st, Rudman, Wise, Labonte, Boyer 25th, Weaver 26th, Bain, Kane, Bush, Patrick 30th, Earnhardt, Kenseth, Truex, Gilliland, and Blaney, top 35. Then Kenny Schrader, Casey Mears, JJ Yaley, and Marcus Ambrose. Let's check where we're at for the next race. Yeah, we're up Martinsville, 250 laps. So we'll see. Might do that one tonight. Might not if you're watching here live on Twitch. Thank you for watching on YouTube after the fact. Appreciate your view as well. See you guys in the next race.